This is Josiah Plays 7, The Days Long Gone. We're here in Mortbane, and we've got a lot going on, a lot to do, a lot happening. I want to find a place to stash some stuff because I have way too much stuff at the moment. And why is there human meat in there with that produce? Do I want to know? Oh, I just took some... No, I don't... Get out of here, colon cleansers. I don't want colon cleansers. So, what container should I use? Well, where's the crafting station? That's what I'll do. I'll use one right next to the crafting station. Excuse me. Couldn't get the mic muted on that one. Game also remembers your story? What do you mean? We're gonna come over here. We're gonna find this crafting station. Can I just use it? Apparently. And we're gonna come over here to these containers. I'm gonna put it right in this barrel. No. Well, if that barrel's that difficult to target, I shouldn't choose it. I should put it all in this little bag right here. Oh, toilet knife. Yeah, toilet knife. Everybody doesn't have toilet knife? I never used to have a toilet knife before I went to prison, but we had to have toilet knife in prison. It was like a matter of necessity because those toilets would not accept very much stuff down them. So if you took any kind of sizable shit, your shit wouldn't flush down. It just wouldn't flush down. And then it would sit there and keep stinking and stinking, and it was no good. So it was very important. So we'd get these plastic knives. We'd get these plastic knives and have it, sitting in an appropriate, easy to reach spot to use when you needed to. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now I'm down to 82.6. How the fuck am I carrying 82.6? Oh, because I've got 2 sets of armor now. And these daggers. Daggers can get out of here. 78.5. What's up, Maz? Good to see ya. Something to get for the first new has everything, yeah. You've never had nor possessed anything which can be described as a, quote, toilet knife. Did they nickname it the Scat Blade or something? No, that's a good name, though. It's a good name. The Fee Carver. Fee Carver. Wait, what? Boss reclaimed the throne with a vengeance. With a vengeance. Wait until they get into a bidding war and Boss finally donates 8 million bits. Well, if Boss has that much money and he wastes it on that, I'm actually going to feel really bad. I'm going to sell these daggers to one of these merchos here. Man, my life would change dramatically, though. You know what? If I got $800,000 right now, I would not even get a different place to live. I would stay right here in my tiny apartment because I like it. I would not get a different car. I would keep my 20-year-old Ford Explorer. In fact, I wouldn't really buy much of anything. What I would do is hire people. Oh, that's clever, Tim, because that's all the digits of pi. What I would do is I would hire a bunch of people. A bunch of people. To help me finish my... Are you serious right now? He's pretty fucking serious. Well, I'm glad I get to do all that again. A golden toilet knife. I'd hire people. I'd hire an assistant. I need an assistant so bad. Now, I know you're going to say, what the fuck? Why would you need an assistant? You literally do nothing. Doesn't sound like I need an assistant, but you don't understand. You don't understand the intricacies of my life. I have a lot of problems that an assistant could take care of for me. And then I'd hire a fuck ton of people to help me make the games I want to make. A Natalie or Sharona to your monk? Yeah, basically, Saito. Something like that. Alright, there we go. I can move at full speed again. A Burton Guster to your Sean Spencer, one might say. Yeah. A Guy Butter... Oh, somebody that I could take around with me everywhere I go and introduce them by different names. Holy shit. I need an assistant in my life so bad. I don't understand anybody that has money, like 3 times as much money or more, which is practically everyone in my country. I don't understand why everybody doesn't have an assistant. Like, you could get a super cheap... I'm not talking about getting some fucking qualified personal assistant for, like, a business person. I'm talking about getting some fucking just out of high school, doesn't know how to do shit, first job person who will work for $10 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them to be good at anything. I just need them to be willing to do stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get myself in the same trouble as last time. If I look at the... Oh, I see. This is a fruit shop. That's why they don't like me looking in their containers. I understand.
Welcome to my shop, prisoner.
You ain't gotta call me prisoner. I'm surprised everybody doesn't have an assistant. Here's all the things you could have your assistant do for you. Like, let's say you happen to have a mental illness with severe depression where doing very common tasks of daily life, necessary common tasks, is extremely difficult for you, and you lack the motivation to do those tasks, and so you don't do them day after day after day after day. What if you had a person who would just come over and make you do that shit? What if you had a person who would come over and clean your fucking apartment for you? What if you had a person who would come over and make food for you? If you suck at making food and are also not motivated enough to make food. What if you had a person who would go to the store and get groceries for you, or go get your prescriptions? I mean, there's so many things I would use my assistant for that would take a lot of mental strain off of me. They ain't got to do it. Oh, you could even get them to search the internet for stuff for you. Or, like, make phone calls for you that you don't want to make. Oh, my God. I hate making phone calls. I hate making phone calls. So, somebody that would make the phone calls for me. Or if I want to research something, but I don't actually want to research it because I'm lazy. You know, make them research shit on the internet, whatever.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Well, they have beets. Beets and vodka. This is Anonymous, the vendor. Would you like to purchase? Nothing, I guess. Wait for AI to be a thing. Yeah, well, I'm not holding my breath. I mean, I'm sure that will be the case someday, but that day is not going to be very soon.
Don't waste my time looking if you're not going to buy something.
Like Siri or Cortana, yeah, those are not sufficient. Wouldn't be anonymous unless they sell shovels. I forgot about this shovel thing.
I'd like to see what you have for...
Right. So I see that what you think is a good idea to sell to me are crappy weapons. That's cool.
I'll be going.
Just another...
I'm not even gonna bother anymore. I mean, I'm still gonna look in every oh shit, he doesn't... Oh, that's right, he is a merchant. But this doesn't look like his merchant stuff. He sells weapons. His weapons are back here on these weapons racks. Why would you give a fuck if I look in these random barrels over here? He gives a fuck, apparently. So after I hired that assistant, I would also begin the process, and I'd use my assistant to help me find the other people I want to hire. I'm just looking for some leather stripes, man. Does this whole town not have a single leather fucking stripe? This whole town. I'd hire some artists to just start churning out Triskelium art. I'd hire a writer to work on the Triskelium book with me. and a ghostwriter to write my book. Just need one to start the assistant pyramid scheme, aka cult. Yeah, I hire an assistant, they hire 2 assistants, each of those assistants hires 2 assistants. Okay, with $800,000, let's say I did get some assistants, right? What if I just wanted a fucking huge entourage of assistants just for my own vain ego? And I'm paying them $10 an hour, and I'm having them work 40 hours a week. That means I'm paying them $400 a week. That means I'm paying them $1,600 a month. Yeah, you could get through the 800,000 pretty quick, though. If you had a bunch of assistants. Alright, let's figure out what we're doing here. We've got an armorer. What are these other motherfuckers?
Good day. How may I help you?
You could sell me some leather stripes.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Oh, a gas mask. No, no leather stripes. Not a single goddamn leather stripe.
I'll be going.
No problem.
One thing I don't like about this game is that all these NPCs are not marked in any way. So you literally have no way of knowing who's a merchant and who's not. Now you could say, but you could look at the icons on the minimap. Yes, you can look at the icons on the minimap, but those icons are always precise in showing exactly where the person is. And you don't know if anybody might have like a... Well, I guess they have a thing over their head if they have a quest. And nobody ever has any dialogue unless they have a quest. So I guess there's not like additional dialogue you have to worry about finding. Just one leather stripe. That's all I'm asking for. Alright, what's in here? Let's see if we can go inside without anybody. Just to become a cult leader. Yeah, but to become a cult leader, the problem is I think I could be a pretty good cult leader. I've been told that many a time. And I have been involved with a cult before. But the problem is you have to have a seed group, right? You can't just start being a cult leader by yourself. You have to have some initial followers. And it's really not easy to get those if you don't go out and interact with anybody. But what if I hired my assistants to be my cult members? If I hired like 10 people or 20 people in the beginning to basically just be my cult, and then we could spread that shit from there. And eventually I'd be able to stop paying those people. Buy a cult. Oh yeah, I do that all the time, Saito. Cult leaders can qualify for tax-free status as well? Alright, well... I can already tell you that I hate this town. It is a way less good place than the last town. It's locked. Maybe there's stripes in here. But there's not. I'm not burdened, am I? Why am I running so slow? It says my run speed is 95.8. Oh, because I'm not sprinting, I'm just jogging. Freelance cult members. Like, you can hire them. I've already been a cult member before. I know the ropes. I know the job. I love the idea. Mercenary cult members. Yeah, well, the first cult I worked for, you know, they were pretty crazy. But then the second one, things kind of got a little bit weird and, there was some trouble with the law, but I avoided most of that fallout. Third cult I worked for, pretty normal, really. Barely a cult at all, but they didn't pay well. I keep looking in the exact same containers over and over, hoping that maybe this magical time they'll have something I want. I have to get moderately lazy assistant, you think? You have an assistant at work, it's sometimes stressful having to keep someone else busy. Oh no. I'd always come up with shit. And even if I didn't want to keep them busy, I wouldn't mind having them just hang out here and fuck around on their tablet or whatever they want to do when I don't have anything for them to do. I probably wouldn't even need an assistant 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week is a shitload. Do I really have 40 hours worth of assistant shit I need done in a week? Probably not. So I could get an assistant work like 20 hours a week, like a college student. I've already been in here. This town is pissing me off. They can leave it worse than when it started. This town is a shithole. Did I go back the way I just came? Oh, what about that barrel? That hidden one right here. It's not really hidden, but it's... Okay, alright. I don't care. Barrel quest is over. Let's collect shit off the map. Let's go get this crafting schematic over here. Oh, this is a building I'm not supposed to go in. Well, what the fuck building is this? What makes this building so special? Put little barricades up all around it like an asshole. Whoa, there's mad shit in there, though. Oh, those must be traps. You never discover this many discoveries at a time unless they're traps. Okay, so this place is not only in barriers, it's also got traps all over inside it. I'm intrigued. Oh, is this the mayor's house? That's why there's this circle right here? So what quest am I even doing? Yeah, I'm trying to find Mayor Hucknall's house. Could release a hip-hop album and attract a posse. If you can't get 800k. Good to have options, Maz. Good to have options. We're really workshopping this whole thing. Honestly, if I knew the right, like, organization or the right place to go, and I framed it the right way, I could probably get a volunteer to come do a lot of that shit for me. Well, this guy is just standing right there with his dumb little crossbow, isn't he? Well, at least I can get up on this useless fucking platform. That's good. Is there any way into this building besides through Ass Jack McGee right there? Can I sneak in this way? Oh, I can! Haha! Alright, looks clear in there. Go. Oh, maybe not traps.
Slob, or we're not the first ones here.
Maybe they're just clues. Because I am investigating. Why is that? What's going on? Right. But why did those things just come at me? It has all the trappings. Nice, nice. Honestly, here's what I would do if I really had to start a cult. I'd start going to Bible studies. Lots of random Bible studies. And I'd start subtly preaching my message, my version of Christianity, until I found any guy or woman, any person in those groups that showed a spark of interest toward it. And then I'd start having private conversations with that person and acting like I really thought they were cool and like we were really becoming friends and stuff. And then I would start like trying to influence their spiritual beliefs to make them more like mine. Until they saw me as an authority figure that was mentoring them, you know, and until they saw me as sort of a spiritual teacher. Like, this is already stuff I've done up to this point. So, and then I would, I'm way back here? Are we fucking crazy, Tim? And eventually I get to the point where I could maneuver them into perceiving me as their sort of spiritual authority. And then I do so again and again, and I try to get them then to bring other people they know in that could use this great message of truth that we've discovered and then okay, whoa, relax, cool your jets there, Turbo. It does sound like a lot of effort to get an assistant. Well, this isn't to get an assistant. This is just if I wanted to start a cult. I really wanted to start a cult. And I'd repeat the process a few times until I had a little group going. Then I'd start advertising in all the relevant places for people to come to meetings of this group. You know, I tried different types of advertisements to see what kind of people I could lure. Like, I'd call it a self-help group, I'd call it a support group, I'd call it a humanism thing, I'd call it a spiritual thing. I'd make meetup groups, but I'd make more than one with whole different themes and stories behind them, just to lure different people in and see who we could hook. And eventually it would build up enough momentum and it would become a small cult. I put some thought into this.
Either
but
your friend was a slob, or we're not the first ones here.
But the problem is not that starting a cult is impossible. or super hard. The problem is it requires you to do a bunch of stuff. And I lack the motivation to do even the most basic shit, let alone put all that work in to start a cult. Also include, and despite dreams to the contrary, I do not advocate eating the hamburger from the tree. It's true. Get one early that is good at potlucks. Food brings people in. Good idea, Maz. Oh. Adding that to my mental notes.
Look, this part of the wall moves.
The real...
Push it in further.
Oh, we found a hidden thing in the wall. The real key is to get a good-looking woman, though. Until you do that, you're fucking just kind of grinding slowly forward. As soon as you get one good-looking woman, it's done. It's a snowball. It makes it, the cult makes itself, right? Because she can get people to come, and once they come once and they see that she's there, they'll keep coming back, right? And then it's just super easy. Conspicuously absent from Josiah's reasons not to start a cult. Morality. What? There's nothing inherently or immoral about a cult. There's nothing inherently immoral about starting a cult. It's all in what you do with your cult. It's all in what you do with your cult members. I wouldn't do anything untoward with my cult members. I wouldn't exploit them or, well, a little bit maybe in terms of getting them to do shit for me. But I mean, like, I wouldn't like fuck up their heads or you know, force them to do crazy shit or anything. I would in fact provide them with great value. Part of the wall moves. I think I can push it in further.
It must be part of a mechanism. Try to find more.
I'll look around. This is a lot of effort to go to just to hide some information.
Information is power, Terrier. It's what the Empire runs on.
Well, I think I did something right. You hear that?
I heard it. I have the same ears you do, remember?
Money. And I wouldn't like try to bilk them out of their money or anything. Do you feel like your pot luck hasn't been going well lately? Are you fondue of a change? Joining us at 5 p.m. Sunday.
Perhaps whoever was here didn't find what they were searching for. Let's have a look around.
Ooh, part 1. We read part 2 of this already. Thyra versus the Scourge. Championship match. Fight report. Part 1. Spoiler alert, Thyra wins. By Ezra Donnelly. Last night in the Crucible, Thyra showed once again why she is the best combatant the famous Peh Arena has ever seen in what must be the fight of the age so far. The challenger, the Scourge, started strongly, showing all of the skill and cunning that won him 24 fights before yesterday. Lashings from his wicked spiked whip had been the downfall of many of his previous opponents, and so they nearly were for Thyra. Within the first 20 seconds, the Scourge ensnared Thyra's left leg and dragged her towards his waiting electrified dagger. Thyra showed her decades of experience, however, to unravel the whip before she could be pulled into the Scourge's deadly embrace. And then in part 2, she fucking owns his ass. Bum, 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 bum. Blackwood Servant's Bandana. That seems useful.
I'm not surprised the safe is empty. Savash wouldn't leave valuable information in such an obvious location. It must be hidden somewhere else.
She's the champion, her skills are petless. Nah. Oh shit, that's why you don't use the drill. That right there is why you don't use the drill. Because they can hear it. I shouldn't have used it there because I was too close to where the guy is standing. So he could hear the drill. I might do like targeted hiring too. Like when I first start making a meetup groups for people to come to. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm the smartest hold on, I'm gonna make a cult because I just realized how much easier I can make it on myself. So there's this website called care.com, right? You can go there and you can hire people as babysitters, as tutors, as elderly care people, as general assistants, kind of whatever, lots of different things. And you can look for like how much money they want, and a lot of them can be hired for $10 an hour because they're young, just out of high school, college students and stuff, right? So and a lot of them have pictures of themselves on there, right? So if I was gonna start having my little meetings I could just hire some cute girls off of there for $10 to come to the first few meetings, just so that when the other people came, yeah, they'd want to keep coming back until I got them hooked. Or hire them to just go out and like pass out flyers. Oh my god, that's the best way. Right? Because let's say you see a flyer for this spiritual group. I can't be the first guy to have this idea, but people can't be doing it all the time or else. Right? Imagine somebody's handing out flyers, or you see flyers posted, ads posted about some new support group or some new spiritual group or some new whatever, and or a book club or a discussion group, whatever trumped up name I would give it.
Look,
It must be
I'll look around.
information.
Well, I think I did something right. You hear that?
I heard it. I have the same ears you do, remember? Perhaps whoever was here...
I can drill this one because it's farther away from the guy and he can't hear it. This one too, he can't hear. So you hire the cute girls to pass out the flyers for the thing. Oh my god. This cult would basically make itself.
I'm not surprised. This...
Maybe you can go take over someone else's cult/club. Yeah, that's always possible too. Mayor Hucknall. Supplant the leader of the local book club. Why is there nothing but crap in here? Why did the mayor have nothing but crap? Well, he has some elegant attire.
Look there. Blood. Someone will be feeling a little worse for wear.
That would work for any kind of meetup group I wanted to start, because I've actually got a bunch of ideas for meetup groups I wanted to start. I mean, now I wouldn't do such a thing because I'm in a mode where I don't interact with other humans. Small adrenaline booster syringe. Nah, that's lame. But like a couple years ago, when I was really socially active last time, I had some ideas for some meetup groups I wanted to start. And you could just use that trick with any meetup group to really give it a solid boost in the beginning. Can't drill. Gotta pick. What's this over here?
The door's been blown clean off its hinges. Whoever did this was well equipped.
So it seems like somebody came in here and abducted the mayor because...
Sounds promising.
That's it.
Ah, I opened up a hidden compartment. Loot the secret stash.
Let's see what he was hiding.
Save the gallbladder story for a test of loyalty. Oh, and that would work so well for the prison outreach group I wanted to do too. My prison volunteering. I had a lot of ideas. Doing a lot of thinking about doing some volunteering, and I want to do some prison volunteering. And I thought about going in and doing a group. But like, if I hired a cute girl to come with me, and assist me in some way. I mean, not that I need assistance, but she could just be there. When I did the group in the prison, that place would be packed the next week. Packed.
It's a complete map of Pe.
There aren't any markings. Guess it's no use to us.
That would be even better than like bringing in donuts for them, which I would do if the facility would allow me to, which I doubt they would. Hard to get those followers to do your chores though. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not talking about having a cult of prisoners. Although, when prisoners get religious, they get fucking zealous. And they convert the shit out of people too. Ex-convicts make some fantastic cult members, actually. It's a complete map of Pa.
There's a transit depot on here that isn't on other Imperial maps. It's off the main transit line.
You mean here? No. You mean... Alright, let's pretend I know what the fuck you're talking about. Is it this one? Is it this one? Oh my god, it's so far away. Wait a minute. If that's where it zoomed to... You want me to go way... I guess that's not that far. If this is where the... No. Wait. Where the fuck was the bird cage? That's the bird cage. So it's... Quite a ways beyond the bird cage. Alright, good night, Saito. Thanks for coming by.
Perhaps Savash was looking for some in there.
Or it's possible that's where his actual base of operations is located. We need to find a way to investigate that depot. It seems that Savash did in fact come here, but it doesn't explain where he went next. We need to look for more clues.
I just realized an important thing. I was wrong this whole time. This is not the mayor's house. This has nothing to do with the mayor. We're investigating Savash. This is Savash's house. Oh, maybe it's not his house, but he came here.
Let's search the other building the biomancers have cordoned off. Perhaps there will be something there that can shed light on what happened here.
Okay. What is all... Oh, I just got some shit! Dude, I have a gang of quests now. Oh, wait, is this the chapel? I never went to the chapel, did I? Chapel was a mess. The walls showed signs of a pretty intense firefight. Nax convinced his contact escaped, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, except I haven't been to the chapel yet. This isn't the chapel. This is the house. The chapel's the other cordoned off building. The only problem with me doing a prison outreach, and yes, they would let me do it now because it's been 10 years since I was in. And if you've been out for 10 years, they'll let you come in as a volunteer. I don't think they'd let me bring any food in or anything anyway. At least not until I'd earned more trust. But the problem for me in potentially doing a prison outreach program is that there's no prisons near me. I'd have to drive pretty far to get to the nearest prison. You could bring in your powerful words. Yeah, I could do that. Chapel of Light song would have been used. You're so right, Nox. The Chapel of Light song absolutely would have been used. Alright, let's see what this little yellow baggie is right here. Is it in here? It is in here. You guys don't mind me being in here, right? Alright, cool. Alright, we got more yellow baggage to the north. Oh, but I got some stuff, man. Okay, hold on. What can I make? Damage, opportunity, damage. Pommel, energy efficiency. Do I have those two upgrades on my current weapon? I don't think I do. I need to make those. I need to make those. Leather stripes, why? Why do you forsake me? Maybe if you started a bit higher on the prison food chain, they would bring the prisoners to you. Probably not. I got a new chip, is what I got. I got a new power that I can use in my chip if I want to. Chronosphere. A magical ability that creates a sphere around you. Anything within the sphere will be slowed down aside from you. That seems good. I also got a Thief's Chip. The Thief's Chip gives me plus 5% looting speed, plus 10 lockpicking, plus 5 hacking, I want to say, and minus 10% noise. That all sounds good, but I think I gotta keep my inventory space one. The problem with using Chronosphere is that that inverse Chronosphere is pretty cool too. Because it kind of depends on... Well, let's just try it. Let's throw Chronosphere on. Master of Time. It's a pretty fucking tiny sphere. So in its default form, it's kind of lame. But if I use inverse Chronosphere on it, it seems like it'd be really good, because watch this. Now what it's going to do is the whole world is slowed except for just my little bubble. Which would be pretty useful. But the problem with that is, if I have that equipped, I can't teleport. And I sure do like my teleport. Well, let's keep Chronosphere on for now. It says the special bag is below me. So there must be a downstairs. Gettable, toable. From this place. Yeah, I said gettable, toable. What do you want to do about it?
Back again, huh?
Oh, this is the sheriff.
I'm gonna have...
Don't.
Woo! That one spell in Arcanum, Tempest Fugit. They do move very slowly. Time flies. Right, boss. It does fly. Okay, now what is this place? You literally cannot buy a leather stripe up in this motherfucker. Cool door. This looks like a weird little cult room. Don't make me fucking open a lock if there's not going to be anything worth a fuck in there. I don't appreciate your shenanigans. I see. There's an upstairs. Milk! Milk! A single orite. Heard the drill. What are these guys doing? You know, it'd be fun is if y'all left. Stop sweeping, for fuck's sake. It's good. Okay, there's a trillion people in here now. You guys just go? Man, you're some sweeping mugs. Man! That rug does not have the tiniest speck of dust upon it. Okay, hold on. Just me and this guy now. What are you doing, buddy? God damn it. What is this person even doing? Besides spazzing the fuck out. Oh! 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 I got leather stripes! There is at least one leather stripes in this entire fucking town! Quick save, spamming quick save, spamming it. Alright. Oh, it was so worth it coming in here. And all that waiting, it was rewarded. Leather stripes, what's up, motherfucker? I got leather stripes. Quick saving again, just in case. I gotta end this episode, but check it out. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere, because I am not done playing. If you're watching on YouTube, that's gonna do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays 7. The days long gone.